Hello, good day, my people. How are you doing today? This is my garden. I've started planting tomato again this season. So far they are looking all good. There's pepper, sweet banana pepper. They're still small, but they've grown quite a lot bigger. So far they are looking okay, and these are my tomatoes, and hopefully by God's grace I will be eating lots of tomato this year. So my tomatoes have grown quite a lot. Last month they were so small, and I even thought that some of them wasn't gonna make it, but so far so good. They're looking up good. Here are my tomatoes. They're looking all good, all good, all good. I'm happy, I'm excited. You know how the excitement you get or you feel when you plant vegetables and it's thriving. So here's my tomatoes. Last year I harvested a lot of tomatoes, quite a lot. I had bountiful tomatoes last year. So this year again I've started again. There it is, and I'm happy, I'm excited. Each time I do this, it makes me so excited, especially when I see them doing so well. I get so excited. And this right here is my okra. I planted this okra from seed, and actually this okra from my okra last year. I harvested a lot of okra, so I saved some of it for another season. So these are okra seed that I planted and it sprouted. Right now they're looking good. Still small, but looking good. So I will update you as they grow bigger. And this my what do you call the lavender? I thought it wasn't gonna survive the cold winter, but it did. It survived, it made it. This is from last year, so I'm excited to see it, sprouting again. Here it is, my tomatoes. And over here I have some corn that I also planted from seed. They're looking good. I have some tomatoes, some okra here as well, and I have some corn here, as you can see. They're looking good, looking good, looking good. These are my corn. They're looking good. So far so good. They're still small, and as you can see, some of them are kind of taller than the others, so it's because I didn't plant all at the same time. So some I planted like 2-3 weeks after, but so far they are looking okay, and let's see how it goes. I harvested a lot of corn last year as well, so this year I planted a few more corns compared to what I did last year, and it's so far so good. And over here I have more okra that I planted from seed. So far so good. They're looking up good. It's still small. So this is my what do you call this? This is a tomato. Actually, it was a sucker tomato that I pruned out. It was a sucker that I pruned out of my tomato, and I just kind of stick it in there to see if it will survive. I've been putting some water. Okay, that's it. And over here, like some tomato sucker that I took out and I put it here in the pot. Like you can see, this one survived. This was a prune tomato branch. I stick it in here, and so far it's looking up good. This one I just put it in like 2-3 days ago. Still not there yet, but we'll see if it'll survive. These are all tomato that I pruned out, tomato branch, and over here as well. And this right here is my what do you call it, onions. And this right here is what do you call this, this is rosemary. Rosemary survived. It's from last year. It survived the cold winter. This here too are more onions, red onions. And this also is my, what do you call this? This is thyme, German thyme. It survived the winter as well. This is from last year. And this right here is my curry, sweet basil. It survived. No, actually I planted this year. So let's see how it goes. So, and here are more tomatoes that I planted. I planted these at the side of the house. And last year they did a lot of produce. I got a lot of produce last year. A lot of produce from my tomato. It was awesome. It was sweet, and I enjoyed a lot of them. And over here is also a tomato branch that I cut out of my tomato, and I planted it and it survived. Oh, these as well. And this right here is habanero pepper. Before I had to transplant it, I had to move it from one area to another because it wasn't doing so well there, so I kind of brought it here and planted here, and so far I think it likes it here better. This is also tomato, still small. This here is vegetable, it's called green. I sprayed the seed and it sprouted. So far it's looking up good. And on this section I have more tomatoes. Like I said, I planted quite a lot of them this year, but not as much as I did last year. Compared to last year, this tomato here is okay, as in it's not a whole lot, but it's okay. It's a lot, but not a lot compared to what I did last year. Last year produce was a lot. I got a lot of harvest from my tomato. So these are more tomatoes over here. As you can see, I've started to stick my tomatoes to hold them together, because tomato is very, very fragile. It's prone to, you know, breaking and all that kind of stuff. And here also is few corns that I planted. And here is a tomato branch that I kind of like stick in the ground, see if it will survive. So here, this tomato right here is called German Queen. No, this right here is called Pink Brady. No, Pink Brady wine. Pink Brady wine. Helium tomato is indeterminate. This tomato right here. So I planted different varieties. And this one right here is called the German Queen. It's helium tomato as well. It's indeterminate. So I see how it go. I didn't plant this German Queen last year, so it was kind of new to me, and so I decided to give it a try and see how it turns out. And so far it's looking up good, and we'll see how it goes. There it is. And this one right here is called Cherokee Purple tomato. Cherokee Purple. So we'll see. And this habanero pepper is looking up good. It's growing quite a lot. And this right here is German Queen as well. But for some reason, it's not It's not growing a lot like the other ones. So I'm guessing it's not too comfortable here. So I might have to move it, or I'll just leave it alone and see how it turns out. And these are more greens, and see how it goes. A vegetable as well. And this right here is a giant Makani sweet pepper. See how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but we'll see. I kind of planted this about less than a week ago now. And this right here said it's called, can't even remember the name, hot pepper. So see, it's beginning to produce. So I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be, if it start producing early, or is a stunt growth. I don't know if he's having a stunt growth, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching and sharing my garden with me. I appreciate you, and I'll keep you posted on how things go. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.